Welcome to Youth with a Mission Haiti, where people worldwide are donating goods, money, and themselves to see Haiti rise anew out of this time of crisis. First, we'll see how YWAM's long-standing work gives them the platform to distribute food. Then, an ambulance finally makes its way off the dock. And watch as kids carry out a vision and a miracle happens. And would you call this mourning for the dead? And finally, what's this? Tent communities? Hear the National Director tell us what the long-term solution is to rebuilding a nation. This is Youth with a Mission Haiti and its non-stop vision to turn Haiti into a blessing to the world. It's Sunday night, February 7th, and our church service has just finished when a truck arrives from the World Food Program.
All these boxes that we're bringing in here are 10,000 ready-made meals. They're being brought in for the Port-au-Prince refugees who have been hit by the earthquake. Youth of the Mission is going to be distributing these to people in the future, but right now they just arrived and we're stacking them up here. There's about 970 boxes of 10,000 ready-made meals.
We immediately put these MREs to use, handing them out to each of the victims as they register their card. Youth with a Mission is the only organization right now registering victims that have come to live in Saint Marc. By registering, we've been able to organize successfully food distribution to churches and at our base without chaos or violence.
Hello, my name is Wayne Snow and I work with Youth with a Mission Saint Marc, Haiti. Right now we are distributing food to everybody that has a registered card, victim from Port-au-Prince. They come here, we punch a hole in their card so they can't come through the line again, and we give them 3 days worth of rice and beans. We're hoping to start doing mass distributions within this week to churches so that they're able to feed their people, over 2,500 people, for a whole week. We have the UN that has given us large amounts of rice and beans and other commodities so that the Haitian people can make a full meal for a whole week.
As Wayne works with others to make this distribution a success, Tom and Roy continue to fight an unorganized government to get relief supplies off the ship. They finally achieved success, and the trailers were pulled off tax-free, and the Mercy Truck's ambulance finally made its way to serving the victims of the earthquake. It is so large and fully equipped that it serves as a mobile clinic, taking teams where they need to go. In the future, it will serve as the ambulance for the New Beginnings Clinic. The New Beginnings Clinic is located in Saint Marc, in this old condemned building. Built in 1972, this clinic was known for abortions and the place to send people who were going to die. After the earthquake, YWAM almost immediately began restoring it and renamed it the New Beginnings Clinic. Now God wants it to serve as a place of hope and life, and He is doing just that through this amazing story of supernatural healing.
Okay, so on Wednesday night at the clinic there was a lady who had a dream that Katrina, Elizabeth, and me prayed for her and she was healed.
My name is Nadine Roslina. I was very sick and wanted to be healed. Every time I watched people walk, I wanted to be healed. Every time I prayed and asked the Lord to heal my own legs so I can walk. And there was a time when a woman beside me annoyed me, and every time she would get up and walk, she would say how well she was. I asked the Lord to make me stand. And then I had a dream, and I saw Elizabeth, Katrina, and Caleb, who prayed over me.
So Thursday afternoon, I got a call from the clinic, and they said there was a girl there that had a dream.
And I saw them take something that was white and put it on my waist. They massaged it, and then they lifted me up, and I walked.
So on Friday, we all went together. So we went to the clinic, and there she was. She was already a good friend of mine, and she told us that we needed a white cloth, but it wasn't very specific at all. So we didn't really know what to take, so we just used a wet one, because it was the closest thing. She said it was wet, and it was something to do with alcohol.
We're all nervous. We didn't know exactly. We didn't know what we were going to say or anything, but we had prayed in the beginning before we prayed so that the Lord will give us what the words to say.
So we turned her over. We did everything that the dream said. We put the cloth on her. We prayed over her. We prayed the Lord's Prayer together as we sensed that God directed us to.
And when I felt that they had put the cloth on me, I felt very cold then hot, cold then hot.
We lifted her up, and she kind of got up and was wobbly a little bit, and then she straightened herself up, and she just started walking.
And then when it remained very hot, I stood up and started to walk.
And she walked all around the clinic completely healed. She could dance, jump, move this way and that way, and it was just a complete miracle.
Miraculous healing occurred at the first of 3 days of what international news called Mourning for the Dead. Although many mourn for their lost ones, it only takes a look to find that this is about hope and promise for a better future. Lifting praises to God and asking for repentance for their sins, Haitians all over see this as a chance to start again. Like a modern-day Bible story out of Israel, they say their sins have overwhelmed them, and they are turning back to God, asking Him to build back their nation the way it should have been. It is miracle stories like Nadia's that prove that God has not ignored the cries of this nation. Right now, Nadia is still living at the hospital.
They haven't told her where to go yet. Est-ce que des familles? No? She has no family.
Like many, she has no home to live in.
We've been working and partnering with another company in Pennsylvania called Espen Shades Greenhouses, and they have figured out a way to make a small tent housing unit for only $300. That's $300 to load it in trailers and ship it all the way down into our campus here. Delivered, $300 delivered. This tent is beautiful. It's perfect for what we need. It's an ideal temporary house for a Haitian family that has no place to sleep right now. So what we're doing is forming small communities. After we prayed and considered it, we began to realize that a more manageable community of 500 to 1,000 people is a lot more easy to work with and to disciple and to assist in long-term recovery.
Getting ready to design the layout so we can see where the housing will be, where the bathrooms, the water. And so we're hoping to have like just separate little community centers so everyone's not just all bunched into one area. And then, yeah, then we're planning to have like a big community center where they have like church services and just recreational times and things like that.
Now, we have an idea. What if we had YWAM centers or church groups or a partnering group from a whole city come together and say, we want to adopt a community of these victims who are living in these temporary shelters to assist them for the next year to 2 years in how to recover and economically, and then get them into a permanent dwelling place. During this time in the tent community, we like to offer them biblical training on how to live, economics, how to stay healthy, how to eat right, how to clean, all those kinds of things. But all that training is based in biblical teaching. So actually what will happen is we'll be discipling one segment at a time the whole city of Port-au-Prince that will then return to rebuild their city. In that responsibility, you will be assisting economically. We'll let you know what the economic needs are, the food situation, how to create jobs. We'll be talking about that. Maybe you have a pastor, maybe your YWAM center has a school of the Bible, and you can send the school of the Bible down to your village, your little community, and disciple them on how to live according to biblical principles. This is the hour for transformation for Haiti. And if we all come together, I am convinced, without a doubt, that God will bring a total transformation to this nation. This is Haiti's opportunity. We want to invite you to make a significant investment with Youth with the Mission and see these communities get what they need. The tents, the housing situation, and the spiritual encouragement that is needed to bring healing and transformation to Haiti. Thank you.
Right now, Youth of the Mission is surveying land to build these communities, and already 200 tents have arrived at the port. Ever since the earthquake, Haiti has never been the same, and it never will be. But what will it become? Stay updated on what YWAM is doing in the small country of Haiti.